Hello students, myself Chandan Kumar and I teach biology. Today I am going to just discuss about the first chapter of class 10, life process. Here the term life processes. What is life process? You know that this chapter is divided in two words, life and processes. How the life process in our body and also in other organisms. According to this chapter, we observe and we will keen observe how the life sustain in any organism and how they process their life processes with the help of their physiological activities. As students, I want to discuss firstly what is life. Life is a very difficult task to define because we always feel life. Life exists in both plants and animals. But the life you cannot define because only you feel. As like other words also you know very well, only for the feelings. The life is just related to our feelings and the life exists in organisms and how we can observe it. Yes, it's a major question. Here the life just telling accordingly to the characteristic feature of the living characteristic features. All the organisms who are alive or who are alive proceed their life processes with the help of different steps. First step their nutrition and next respiration and so on. All accumulate collectively, all the activity, all the physiological activities collectively called as or termed as life processes. No confusion at all? Yes. Here the you know that very well, the comparison between living and non-living beings. Yes, living beings or living organisms sustain altogether three major characteristic features. At first their metabolic activity, growth, reproduction and so on. You can observe the growth in any plant, growth in any organism due to their metabolic activity, because the metabolic activity helps in the growth of the organism, and after the attaining the growing phase or the phase of growth will help in the starting of the reproductive phase in any organism. And after the reproductive phase attaining, the organism will reproduce other organisms in their specific groups. Here the life processes. The life processes means the regularization of the physiological activities in any organism. An organism already divided in two types, you know very well, microorganism and macroorganism. Yes, the life process takes place in both microorganism and macroorganism also. Microorganism sustain their life process on the basis of their molecular level. But in the higher organism, macroorganism, life process takes place from simple to complex. What is the feelings or the view behind it? I just here telling you about something. The simple to complex means that from molecular level to the enzymatic or the biocatalyst or the enzyme in organism, because the enzymatic activity or enzyme is also known as the biocatalyst. Means here the enzyme will split the complex compounds into the simpler ones. No confusion? Yes. Yes, sir, students. What is nutrition? Nutrition is a process by in this process any organism obtain food and get energy for the maintain their physiological activities of their body. For the regularization of the physiological activities during the life processes, first of all, any organism to nutrify them. How they nutrify them? Yes, it's a question. They nutrify their body with the help of the inorganic and organic substance. Firstly, they obtain their substance in inorganic form, and now they change into the organic form. A very typical example for the study of the changing of the inorganic substance into the organic substance, you can observe this changing during the process of photochemical reaction. Here only I discuss with you the nutrition and the types of nutrition. Nutrition is a process you know very well, and during this process any organism get food and obtain food and get energy for the regularization of their physiological process or the life process. Yes, the nutrition divided in two types, autotrophic and another is the heterotrophic. Yes, you know that autotrophic nutrition takes place always in plants. Why? You know that plant consists the green pigment, and the green pigment also known as chlorophyll. This chlorophyll will help during the process of nutrition in plants as the photochemical reaction or the photochemical cycle. Here the plant take the photochemical or the photosynthetic raw materials as in the form of water, minerals, chlorophyll, sunlight, all are the raw materials. One question always asked in board, what are the raw materials for the photosynthesis in plants? The answer is that the raw materials are of different types, or the raw materials for the photosynthesis in plants, they are known as water, minerals, chlorophyll, sunlight, least amount of oxygen also, all are the raw materials for the photosynthesis. And dear students, the photosynthesis is the first process for the nutrition in plants. Firstly, I introduce the nutrition in plants, then after I will discuss with you nutrition in animals also. So today only we discuss on nutrition in plants. And you know that very well, nutrition are of two types, one is the autotrophic, another is the heterotrophic. Only the autotrophic nutrition takes place in plant due to the presence of green pigment and which is known as chlorophyll. Why? Because the chlorophyll will trap the sunlight from the sun, and this sunlight trapped by the green pigment or the chlorophyll which is present in leaf of the plant, and this greenish part, all the greenish part of the plant which also consists the chlorophyll, but only the chlorophyll which is present in leaf will help in the trapping of the sunlight during the photochemical reaction or the photosynthetic process. Yes, and after the trapping of the sunlight, this sunlight changes into the heat, and this heat pursuing or the starting the photochemical reaction in plants. And after the completion of the photochemical reaction, those plants will get the byproduct as in the form of the wastage as glucose, oxygen and 673 kilocalorie energy will be liberated in one photochemical cycle or the one photochemical reaction. After the process takes place, the photosynthesis in plants, this process will nutrify the plants, and after the nutrition, the plant will grow, or their growth also takes place after the obtaining the food or in the form of glucose, because the food is stored as in the form of glucose in plants, and this glucose helps in the growth of the plant or also help in the regularization of their life processes. Heterotrophic nutrition takes place in other organisms except plant. In man, in your book, the nutrition takes place in man, how the man nutrify their body by the process of different types of process. The first process, digestion. The digestion will help in the nutrition in man, and this is the best example for the heterotrophic nutrition. Man is nutrify their body with the help of the heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition means all those organisms which depends on other organisms for their nutrition. So man is depend also on plants as well as animals. Accordingly, the heterotrophic nutrition also divided in herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. You know very well, herbivores, the plant eaters is known as herbivores, meat eaters. Thank you, students. Next day I will discuss about nutrition in animals.